My mum would go, but you already have one property, but you already have one well-paying job. Why can't you focus on the husband? One is to fall in love this year. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel and happy new year. So this year is gonna be different, definitely taking the channel in a different direction. And to start it all off, January, I'm basically doing content to help you upgrade and help me upgrade my life. My mom always says start the year how you mean to go on, and I definitely mean to upgrade everything this year. So I started this year off by setting my goals, what I want to achieve in 2021, and also created my vision board. Finally finished it today, and I'll talk you guys a little bit through some of the goals I've set for myself and how I'm planning to make sure they come to fruition. You guys have commented a lot that I am very motivated and dedicated when I want to achieve something. I was in a Q&A on Instagram. I asked you guys to ask me some questions, and quite a few of you said that, so thank you very much. I like to think that I am in certain aspects of my life, and I'm just going to talk you guys through the goals I've set for myself and how I reverse engineered to make sure that they're not just dreams, but rather if you've got a plan in place, it's a goal. If it's just something that you want and wish for, it's a dream. So yeah guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you do. Definitely going to be posting a lot of uplifting, get your life together, upgrade your life content this year. I'm so happy and blessed to be here in 2021. Let's do this. So quickly, I will talk you through the 5 goals that I've set for myself in 2021. I feel like 5 is a good number. Last year, I think I set 3 major goals, and I think I had some mini ones around that. I think 3 major goals is always good, but then to have some smaller goals around that is a good idea. So last year for me, I wanted to buy a new property. I think when it was 2019 going to 2020, I said I wanted to buy a new property, I wanted to get a dog, and I wanted to get a new job. And out of those 3 major goals that I set for myself, it was only the new job that I managed to bring to fruition in 2020. But I still have, so I'm just bringing some of those goals over to 2021. That being said, I'm not too hard on myself because 2020 was a lot. You know, it was very easy to get sidetracked on what you wanted to achieve, when most of the time we were in lockdown, we couldn't go out, you couldn't really make a lot of your dreams come true. But this year, talk you guys through my plan, my goals. So once again, I've got the new job, but for me, a big part of that, my goals for this year regarding the job is a huge pay rise. I'll settle for a good one. Doesn't have to be huge. I've got a video actually coming up on how to interview for jobs and get that job if getting a new job is on your bucket list. Make sure you tune in for that. So in case you didn't know, your girl has 3 law degrees. She is a qualified barrister. She is very well educated. She is very smart. Don't let some of my content fool you. Some people be out here trying to come for me, but darling, watch yourself. Post your accomplishments, I'll post mine. You can't even step, sis. You know, not to go off on a tangent, but I had someone call me an airhead the other day, and I just dropped all my, you know, accolades, I guess: homeowner, business owner, qualified barrister, well educated. I'm like, sis, drop yours. I'm an airhead, right? And you'll probably edit all of that out, but just to say that when it comes to getting the job, I've worked for 2 of the biggest companies in the world. I've worked for the biggest tech company in the world, Hewlett-Packard, which worked for one of the biggest conglomerates in the world, Procter & Gamble. Your girl knows her ish, and I'm definitely going to be sharing a lot of that and that side of my personality with you guys this year, because I think a lot of people are confused about who Just Doing Me is, and she's multifaceted. You can't put her in a box. So anyway, getting back on this, so getting a pay rise is one of my biggest goals for this year. I want to upgrade my money. You can see it here on my vision board. I don't know why it's at the bottom. To be honest, I wanted to put money right in the center in big, but I ended up going with love, because my mum would say, when I said, my mum, I want a second property, I want more, a better paying job, my mum would go, but you already have one property, but you already have one well-paying job. Why can't you focus on the husband? So in the end, I didn't put money as the central. I put love in the center, and yeah, that's also another goal of mine. It's always a good idea as well to prioritize your goals. What's the most important to you? What's the least important to you? money's one of my biggest goals for this year, and under that is getting myself a big pay rise, also growing my business. So if you don't know, I am a landlord. I make quite a lot of considerable income, I guess, from my property that I rent out. I'm also a blogger, creating lots of content on Patreon, YouTube, Instagram, and I get paid to do this. So I want to keep on growing that part of my own business, but also I am full-time employed. So your girl has her hands in lots of different pots, and I just want to make sure all those different pots work well for me this year. So even though I said the pay rise was one of my goals this year, is actually money, and then under money, the pay rise, business and other things come under that. Another goal obviously is love. I want to fall in love this year, and I want it to be a steady, stable relationship that's going to grow into something deeper, long-term, lasting, and that for me is definitely a big goal of mine. So yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna delve too much into that one, but that is something I definitely wanted to put on my vision board. One good thing I would say about setting goals is not just to have the goals, but as I said, have a plan. And a good way to have a plan is to reverse engineer. So another of my goals for this year, my third goal, is to buy a second property. My goal for this is that it needs to be quite a bit more in value than my current one. It also needs to be much more spacious. I'm looking for something easy commute to London. So I have the goal, a new home, but then I need to reverse engineer, okay, what am I going to do to actually bring that goal to fruition? Okay, I have the value that I want the property to be valued at. Okay, how much do I need to be earning in terms of my salary, in terms of my business ventures to make that mortgage feasible? What does my credit score need to be at? That's what I mean by reverse engineer. You have the goal, but then you need to look back, okay, how do I make this goal come to fruition? Once you know, okay, this is the amount of money that I need to be earning, okay, I need a pay rise. Am I earning that already? Do I need a pay rise? And then also another facet of that is your deposit for the home. Okay, so how much of a deposit do you currently have? How much more do you need to save to make this feasible? Okay, so reverse engineer. If you need to save 20,000 in this year, how much you need to be putting aside every month to make that come to fruition? How much of your business does your business need to be making? How much does your salary need to be bringing in? So when you have a goal, always reverse engineer. Look back, okay, where do I need to be at? Mark a goalpost. I need to have saved this much by the first quarter when it ends in March, this much by the second quarter, it ends in June, and you have stamp posts to track your progress. If you're a little bit behind, okay, you need to level up in the next month. So that's my third one. Another goal of mine for this year is fitness. 2020 was hard on my fitness, y'all. Y'all know that I love tennis. Like before I moved to London, I used to play tennis, and before the pandemic hit, I used to play tennis 4 times a week. I was always on the tennis courts. It's just something that I love, something that I'm low-key obsessed with, and then I couldn't do it this year. Like everything, all my clubs were closed. I tried to find new clubs, it just didn't work out, and because of that I didn't really adapt and bring into place other fitness things I could be doing to make up for the fact that I was no longer on the court for 4 times a day. But towards the end of the year I got that together. I started eating better. I've got lots of healthy food on here. Started eating better, started taking care of myself, set a goal for myself. Okay, I want to be fitter. Reverse engineer that. What does that look like to me? How much do I want to weigh? What do I want to be eating? How many cheat days in a week do I want to give myself? How many times a week do I want to work out? And then I've put in all the little targets underneath that. So that's my 4th goal. And then the last goal on my vision board is just all about being happy, taking care of my mental health, experiencing more, just that mindset. Like I really want to have, I'm a very happy and positive person anyway, but I definitely want to focus more on my mental this year, because I feel like, obviously 2020 was hard on a lot of us mentally, but I definitely feel like especially with YouTube and trolls and stuff like that, I haven't always maintained my positive mindset and just looking at everything that I do from a positive place. Okay, people will always hate you, nothing you could do about that. Sometimes it just means that you're doing real good and a lot of people are jealous and bitter. That's it. Just reframe the way that I view things. Okay, these people are obsessed with me. They talk about me endlessly on their little blogs. Okay, sis, you're clearly doing something right. Like, you're clearly entertaining. So just really reframe my mindset, focus on things that make me happy, the people that make me happy, have more experiences, have new experiences, you know, put boundaries in place. For me, that's a very important one that I'm working with my therapist on, just setting boundaries. You guys have seen some of that in that, like, I have taken away content about my dating, my personal life from YouTube, just putting relevant boundaries in place to make sure I'm less anxious. That's one of the mental health issues that I sometimes face, anxiety. You know, I'm like scared to go into my comment section, or I'm worried that somebody I'm dating might come across certain content. But putting certain boundaries in place means that that's not really something that I'm worried about anymore. And that's my vision board, guys, for 2021. And as I start to tick these things off, you guys hopefully will be on that journey with me. As I told you, it is money. Money is number one. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Love is a second course, but money, you know, getting a pay rise, growing my businesses, love, finding somebody that is going to be, as my mom always says, the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh, somebody that I can grow and build my future with. My new home, very important to me. Like this, you guys notice that there is no travel on this vision board. I don't think I've ever had a year where I didn't have, okay, these are the 5 countries I want to go to this year. I don't have that. I probably will be traveling in May just to go see family. And actually there's a little part of my vision board here that's just like African people, and it looks like it's in Africa. Like, I definitely want to explore Africa more and explore, you know, different parts of African culture more this year. So I will definitely travel this year, but it's not one of my key goals, because that money that I keep spending every year on travel, that's now gonna go to preparing me for my new home. So yeah, money, love, home, fitness, definitely fitness. Your girl wants to be snatched and cute and ready for love, sis. And last but not least, mental health, making sure I take care of myself, making sure that the therapy that I'm doing is working for me. Everything feeds into each other. I'm taking care of myself mentally, I'm in therapy, I'm becoming a better version of myself. This is going to make sure I attract the right partner, taking care of my, not just my mental, but my physical, becoming stronger, becoming fitter. Also help me in terms of my search for love. Money and finance and business will also feed into my property search. So all these things are interrelated, and I definitely want to encourage you guys to set your goals. There's nothing too big, there's nothing too small. You alone know what's right for you. Don't look at other people's vision boards and think, wow, I should be wanting to get a property myself, I should be wanting a pay rise. What is going to benefit your life? What's going to make you happy? Get that goal, put a plan in place, reverse engineer, okay, put some goalposts in place, okay, this is where I need to be by this place, and start making it come to fruition. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that, looking at my goals for 2021. Please help me stay honest. You know, please keep me on track. You see me booking lots of holidays, remind me that I said I wasn't going to do that. And more great content coming to upgrade yourself this year. I have asked you guys said you wanted the setting goals and mood board content first, so next up is going to probably be my advice about getting a new job, also links into getting a pay rise. Like, your girl knows that ish, your girl is clued up, so that will be coming next. And then on Instagram, you guys, I asked you guys to ask me all the questions you wanted me to answer. I haven't done a Q&A for almost 2 years because I'm like, some people got audacity, yeah, some people are rude, but honestly I don't care anymore. Hate me, love me, now your own business, you know, not my concern. So you guys have sent me some really good questions, some about my dating life. I don't really mind, let's talk about it. You know, I might not be making content anymore about my dating life, but I'm still happy to answer questions, and anything that I feel like is stepping out of bounds, I will just ignore. So guys, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you've had a great start to 2021. Funny, but my biggest win in 2020 actually came on the 31st of December 2020. My biggest win for that disaster of a year. I wouldn't even say it's a disaster of a year. It was horrible in so many ways, but the end of that year, you know, going to Lanzarote working remotely, meeting someone special, and then the best part of the year for me happened right at the end. So it just goes to show that it's not over till it's over. Set your goals, work hard to make them come to fruition. You got this, sis. My name is Justin. We are looking
just say no, 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 no.